This video is going to be how to hang, tag, and prep your inventory. So I have our statement handbook pulled up here so that I can kind of go through it with you. So we're going to skip a few pages. Some of my past videos have talked about the My Consignment Manager platform and how to use it and how to enter all your inventory. So this is going to be a little bit more involved. But this one just has our spring checklist and our fall checklist on what we do take and what we do not. So please review that. This is how you'll enter your inventory, which we already have a video on that, and the talks about the 67-pound paper or cardstock. And then now this is how we dive into hanging our inventory. Clothes must be on wire hangers, and that is because our inventory, we get a lot of shoppers coming through there, and plastic hangers, even the hangers that have the wire top and like the velvet rest of the hanger, those even break. Plastic hangers break all the time. So the wire hangers are the most durable hangers that you can have. So just trust us on that. You can go to dry cleaners. You can go to who we've donated to our inventory to in the past. It's called Lighting the Way Outreach and Pigeon Forge. They actually save the wire hangers that they get from our donations and give them back. So you can check out that. Or you can just go to Goodwill or Walmart. They're really inexpensive. So grab the wire hangers and turn the hanger hook to the left. Also, if you're shopping, save your hangers because then those also have tape on them. So then we'll attach items to the hanger by sliding a safety pin through your item and through the electrical tape on the hanger. So that is what this looks like here. We want to do that because then the item stays on the hanger. If you don't have tape on there, and even though you safety pin your items, the hangers will hang towards the inside of your items will hang towards the inside of the rack and they won't be seen. So it's imperative that we use that tape to help secure your items to the hanger. You are allowed clothing sets with one price, but they must be labeled as a set of two clearly on your tag so that way people can catch that more quickly. Do the tug test on all of your items to make sure it doesn't slide on the hanger. Really shake it around, and if it's perfectly in place, then it's good. The only thing that I've not taped is a turtleneck. That's the only thing that I can think of because I tugged and tugged and it didn't move. But everything else, I tape and safety pin to the hanger. A big tip is to put some kind of a colorful tape that you will be able to readily identify on the top of your hanger so that way when you come to pick up your items, since we don't sort them, you will be able to find them very quickly. So I've seen a lot of people even just put beads on there. They'll take like shiny taffeta or some kind of like that tutu material, tape like this, anything that you'll be able to quickly identify, and that'll help speed everything up. You'll be super thankful that you put that extra little step in there. This is how you're going to tag your items. So you can use a tagging gun or pin on the right seam or neck tag so the item is not damaged. So you can do it here, do it on the tag, do it here. If you have an item that like the material is like a knit fabric, you'll want to do it through a seam so that way it's not poking a hole like in the chest part or the sleeve of your item. We do have people that check that, and sometimes we'll put some things back if people have made a pretty big hole with their tagging gun. So just trying to be a little bit more mindful of that, of where you're tagging your items. So this is your reminder that the hanger goes to the left and the tag goes on the right of the garment. For shoes, we do allow our shoppers to try them on. We don't allow people to try on our clothing, and that's because we're trying to make sure that the items remain in the same condition that they were dropped off in, and it also is a way that we help control the inventory. So with shoes, we do allow try-ons though. Do not zip tie them together. Attach the tag through the whole buckle or tape to the bottom of one shoe. Do not tape over the barcode. If you haven't sold with us or shop with us, we cut that barcode off to save it. So that's why we say don't tape over them. And we never had a problem with shoes getting apart from each other. So that's why we don't encourage you to zip tie them. Jewelry, you will place the items in a bag, and it's really helpful to kind of put a little bit of cardstock behind the jewelry so that you can see it better. And then you put it in a Ziploc bag, and then you put your barcode on, or you put your tag on top, and then you can tape it shut. You can tape the Ziploc bag and tape the top of the tag shut. Your handbags, oh, also if you have like earrings, like a matching set, then that way with the cardstock, you'll be able to poke the earrings through and have them displayed with your necklace. Your handbags and wallets, put the tag on the zipper, the buckle, or the interior. For hats, belts, and sunglasses, tape or pin tag through buckle or interior. Same type of thing. We don't want to tape over the barcode or tape the item to the purses, so you can just kind of get clever on how you're going to affix the tags to your item. This is a super helpful pricing guide. We always recommend the pricing to be 50 to 70% off of the amount you paid for the item or the retail value. So this is just a really great guide for your basic brands, better brands, boutique designer brands, and our luxury items. And just a reminder that any of your items that are priced over $50 will go into our special designated luxury section. We always have a team member there ready to, or we always have a team member staffed there, so that way they have supervision over your luxury items. So just some things to consider when you're pricing your items. Would you be willing to pay that for that item? And what is the age, condition, and demand for the item? And are you pricing too high because you have an emotional attachment to this item? And if that's the case, then you can price it. If it doesn't sell, next time try adding a discount to it. We don't want to keep items in the system for multiple sales, because then that's kind of your tip that maybe people don't want it as much as you think that they might. So just a good way to try to get something out of it is to add a discount to the item. And stay tuned for our next video, because that's going to dive into the drop-off process and your pickup process.